Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I will be discussing GATE CSE 2012 question. First, let's read the question. Consider the directed graph shown in the figure below. They have mentioned a figure in the question and I have drawn that. Okay. There are multiple shortest paths between the vertices S and T. There could be many shortest paths between the vertices S and T. Here vertex S is this vertex and the vertex T is this vertex. Which one will be reported by the Discastra's algorithm? Means in this question, they want to get the path which could be reported by Discastra's algorithm. Discastra is a greedy algorithm which is used to find the shortest path in an weighted graph. Assume that at any iteration of the shortest path to a vertex V is updated only when a strictly shorter path to V is discovered. Means they are describing the relaxation condition here. They are saying that the shortest path to V, if there is a shortest path to V, then it only will be updated when another shortest path to V is discovered. Means that shortest path must be less than the previous path which has been discovered. So the figure of this question is this, and they are asking us to solve this question using Discastra's algorithm. Means they are asking the path which could be reported by Discastra's algorithm. So from S vertex to T vertex. So to start this question, we will start with the Discastra's algorithm. In that Discastra's algorithm, we start with the source vertex S. Here it is given that the source vertex is S. So as we have to find the path from S to T. So in Discastra's algorithm, we make a table and compute the shortest path, and if there does not exist a path from a vertex X to vertex Y, then we put infinity at that portion of the table. So let's start with the question. So the source vertex is S and destination is T. So first let me write the vertices in columns. G. Okay, there is the vertex I have written. Now let's compute the shortest path from S. So S is there, and we could see that from S we could go to B, and its distance is 3. H weight is 3, and from S we could go to A, whose distance is 4, and from S only we could go to D, whose distance is 7. So we will write this in the format as, first we will write S here, and then S to A is 4. So S to A is 4. S to B is 3. S to C is not known. So we will put infinity in this column. S to D is 7. S to E is not known because there is not a direct path from E. Means that S is not directly connected to E. It is connected via C, which is not yet been explored by Discastra's algorithm. So we'll put infinity in this column. S to F is also unknown. So we'll put infinity. S to G is also unknown. So we'll put infinity in this column. In these columns. So we have to, as it is a greedy algorithm, we have to do minimum. We have to find the minimum distance, minimum shortest path. So from 4, 3, 7, the minimum distance shortest path is 3. So we will highlight this part. Now we have discovered a path from S to B whose distance is 3. So from B, let me check how many vertices we could reach from B. We could reach from B to D via 4 plus means they directly connected to D. So distance of 3 from S we could reach to B in 3, and from B we could we could go to D in 4. So S to D via B is 7. But we know that S could directly reach to D, and here it is 7, and the new discovered path is also 7. So we will not update this path, because as it is given in the question that if we consider, if we the shortest path is only updated when the other path which is shorter than that path is found. But in this type we have got that the path is equal to that of shortest path, so we will not update this value. So S2B is same 4. Other than D, we could not reach to any other vertex via B. So B, we will blank entry here, and C is infinity because we can't reach to C. Now we have discovered that from this row we could find that the minimum value is 4. As it is a greedy algorithm, so it will choose the minimum shortest path at each iteration of the loop. So here it has chosen A. So here it has discovered that S2A is a path whose edge weight is 4. So now we will write here A. So from A we could reach to C, and its distance is, from S we could reach to A at 4 edge weight, and from A to C we could go in 1 edge weight. So 4 plus 1, which is 5, and it's going via A. So we will write here path S to A to C. Then from A we can't reach to any other vertex other than C, so 7 as it is, and infinity in these columns. So the minimum here is 5. So we have discovered that from S to C we could reach via A, which is the minimum shortest path. So now we will start from C vertex. From C we could reach to E. From C we could reach to E, and its distance is 1. So we could reach to C from S in 5. So 5 plus 1 is 6, and 6 is less than infinity. So we will update this path now. Okay, and D would come as it is, as we have not find a shorter distance other than 7. And from C we could reach to D, but here also the distance is 4 plus 1 5, 5 plus 3 8, but it's greater than 7, so we will not update this. And then from C we can neither reach to any other vertex other than these vertex, so we will put infinity in these columns, and we will find the minimum path is 6. So it's going via S to A to C to E. I'm writing this path because it's help in computing that what path we have chosen during our iterations. So now we have chosen the vertex E. Now from E we could go to G, we could also go to T. Okay, so if we go from E to G, then its edge weight is 2, and from S we could reach to E in 6. So 6 plus 2 is 8, and 8 is less than infinity, so we will update this. So we will update this 8 here. And now from E we could reach to T, and its distance is 4. So from S to E we could reach in 6, and 6 plus 4 is 10. So now here it comes 10. And F we could neither reach to F from E to F, so we will put infinity in this column. Now D, as it is 7, will come, as it is the minimum. So in this row the minimum value is 7, so the path gets updated like this, and we have a direct path from source vertex S to D. Now coming to next iteration of the for loop. So I have discovered that the last path is D. So now we will write D here, and now from D let's check our graph. From D we could reach to T, and its edge weight is 3, so we could reach to D in 7. From D we could reach to T in 3, so S to D and D to T is 10. But it's already updated that we could reach to S to A to C to E and then to T. It's updated as 10, so we will not update this value. Now from D we could reach to F, and its value is 7 plus 5 12, so we will update this value in our table, which is 12. Then no other vertex we could explore from D, so I would copy these values from the previous row. So here the minimum is 8, and we are going from S to A to C to E and to G. So S to A to C to E and to G, it's our path. Now coming to G. From G we could reach to T in 3, and we could reach to G in 8. Okay, we could reach to G in 8, so 8 plus 3 is 11, and 11 is greater than 10, so we'll not update this value. It will come as it is from the previous row. On no other vertex we could explore from G, so F value as it is will come 12. And now in here the minimum value is 10, so we will take here this value, and its path is S to A to C to E and to T, and in our question we have to find this value only. So the answer of this question is the path which will be reported by Dijkastra is S to A to C to E and to T. So the answer of this question is D. Thank you friends. If you like this video insightful, then you can like, share and subscribe to my channel, and put your valuable comments in the comment section.